video is for Becky. So I already have my face prepped, and I used this e.l.f. Poreless Putty NYX Marshmallow Root Primer. Don't know why, somebody told me to buy it. Jason Wu Eye Primer, in the shade, I don't know, probably white. I just broke my cap. Yep, I totally did, so that's cool. Pinch a little out, and then dab it on my eyes. It's gonna look crazy. You don't want to get too much. You can always add more. I have a moist beauty blender. It's kind of wet. Just tap it out all over your lid to cover up blood vessels or veins. I don't know. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more because I have some darkness on the corner of my eyes. It's gonna be white like a clown. And I'm just stamping, not wiping. Feels really weird on your eye. I already have my face prepped, so I'm gonna use the Jason Wu palette. I don't know what this is called, Matte Agave. So I just start with the darker shade first, and I put it right here. Kind of a dense brush, tap it in. So I'm gonna take this dark shade right here. I have blue eyes, and so browns and golds complement my eyes better. And I'm just gonna tap it kind of up like this, kind of like a triangle. Kind of a little bit going into the crease. There, looks like that. Well, it looks drastic, but you just blend it until you're okay with it, which I'm okay with this. I usually do both eyes at the same time. Then I don't have to remember what I did on this eye. Just tap off the excess, whatever. You just don't want to look like you have harsh lines. You want to look like it's all kind of blended. And you want it to go up on both sides, so then it pulls your face up. Okay, so I have cleaned off that one brush by using this. You just swirl it around on here. It's a sponge that can come out, and it's called a shadow swap pan. I'm gonna take a pretty fluffy brush, not dense like the other one, and I'm gonna take the transition color, so the color going in the middle. So I'm gonna do this middle one. So I started here, and now I'm going here. Putting it in, tapping off the extra, and putting it in the middle. Just like to put it on until I can see a lighter bit of it. And again, just right in the middle. It's gonna transition dark to light. And I'll fix all that. I'll just blend it all out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that dense brush again, make sure it's clean, and then I'm just going to go in small circles to blend it all kind of seamlessly, just so it looks like there's no lines anywhere. The inner corners, light, so I'm gonna take my flat brush and I'm gonna go into one of the lightest ones. I'm gonna go into this, probably this peach one, and just coat it, tap off the excess, and then put it on the inner corner of my lid. And I'm gonna go until it's as bright as I want it to be. And I want it to be bright. Now I don't really see a difference, so I'm gonna go into the almost white. It looks white, but it's got a peach undertone. And just keep going over it. And what I'm looking for is kind of the ombre effect on my eye. So light to dark. Once I'm done with all of that, once I'm done with all of that, I'm gonna take a flat angled brush, skinny, and I don't wear eyeliner, but I use dark colors as my eyeliner. So I'm gonna take the darkest color, and I'm just going to run this through on one side, run this through on another, and right down the middle. And then I'm gonna tap off all that excess because you don't want it to go everywhere. And then make sure you can see. I'm just gonna go along my lash line as close to the lash root as possible. From the middle, going back. Oop, got into my eye. And then you wanna just curl it up a little bit. And I don't like my eyeliner going all the way over. I like to just have it in the middle and go out. So my eyes kind of look like they're angled up. That's what you're going for. So you don't want to go like down and swoop. You want to go kind of like straight across going up with the dark color. Because if you go down and swoop, then your eyes will look sad. And you want to do small little strokes so any extra shadow doesn't go anywhere else. Next, I like to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. I'm going to first take this middle light shade to buff out the top and the bottom. I might take a little bit and just brush away any dark colors that have gone under my eye with a light color. So we'll cover it up if need to. So then I'll do that to the other side. Again, middle color. I'm going to take that lightest color and just highlight this part of my brow bone, the middle to the end. Like shine. You could go with this. This is a really pretty look. You could put mascara on and just leave, but I like to add shine. And so I got this highlighter from Lancome a long time ago. And it's highlighter, but I like to use it on my eyes. So it comes with a pad and I just take that off. And here's the pad. It's a gold shine. Gold looks good with my blue eyes. So I'm going to take my third finger and just rub it around once. Tap off any excess on my finger, and I'm just going to tap it in the middle to the corner just to create a little bit of shine. And then look at it, and if you're like, oh, I want more, just put more on. I like a lot. Sometimes it's harder for me to do it on the other eye. Also, sometimes I'll get one eye brighter than the other. It takes a long time for me to get them back even brightness. Also, push them in the corner because you want your corners to brighten up. And it doesn't matter if this gets below. Now I'm going to go back to my eyelashes. Use an eyelash curler. This is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to heat it up. It's kind of the same concept as like a curling iron. And I'm putting it in between them. I don't know if you can see that. And then I tap it, feel it. Now, don't go directly on your eye. Just put it close to your eye until you feel comfortable with it. If it's too hot, take it off. Hold it, and then kind of open and close, but not all the way. And then you'll notice it's curled more than your other one. So I'm going to heat it back up again. And you could do this a couple times, however much you want, because it's your eyelash. Sorry, I'm doing this. It's your eyelashes, and if they're not curly enough for you, heat it up and do it again. I'm going to do this eye again. I use 3 mascaras, but I'm trying to do a new mascara that has all 3 things in it, so I don't have to use 3. But the one I recommend for lengthening your eyelashes is this Lash Sensational Sky High. start with that, and it's this type of wand, which I really like because it's easy to manipulate. And I just start coating them, and I try to coat as many as I can. Some of mine stick together, but I try to unstick them. Done with that one, and I only do the top. I don't like to do the bottom. So then I'll go in with this Lash Sensational, I don't know, it's this, and I like this one because it's curved, kind of wide bristles, so I just blink my eye through these. Now sometimes I'll be done if I'm happy with this. Other times I'll add just a coat of Lash Paradise Luminous. This one's not my favorite because it's very clumpy. Sometimes I'll use it, other times I won't. I like what this looks like, so I'm not gonna use it. Take a picture of the final look. I was editing this and I realized I forgot to put on my false eyelashes because that's what Becky wanted to see. Ones that I've used in the past before, so they're not brand new. Ardell Demi Wisps. I don't have the box anymore. False eyelashes, you're gonna want to measure them. You'll put the eyelash on your eye. For right now, I gotta look in the mirror. I look down and do it. And then you want to measure it. So you want to make sure that it's not too long or where you're going to place it. So I've already measured these and I've already cut off the ends. I don't cut off very much, maybe like 1/2 centimeter. I usually hold them in my tweezers. This is one of the glues that I got. You can use whatever glue you want. I don't have a preference. Put the glue on this top part on the band. So it's hard to do up there. And I like to put a lot of glue just so I know that it's going to stay. You have to wait for it to get tacky, which means sticky. I don't know if you can see there's glue on there. So I usually just shake it around or blow on it. This will create the stickiness, so when you stick it on, it doesn't slide around. It's been like a minute or two. So I take a mirror and I look down and place the eyelash right where the root of my eyelashes are, as close as I can get, and I always start with the middle first. And then I usually do the back and put that where I want, and then the front. Oops, that's sticky. Try not to blink, but it's impossible for me. So I just try to push it on there. And then I use the end of the tweezers to kind of push it down. Carefully, because I want it to stick. That one's kind of being kind of finicky. But then I just use the back of it to kind of hopefully mesh them together and correct any weird spots. Whoa! Okay, so let me get the other one. I'm realizing as I wear this one, I should have slid it over farther because as I blink, I can feel it. But it's a lot of trial and error. Oh my god, I did it upside down. See, I'm no... did it upside down. I'm not a pro. I would. You could take like a light mascara, a thin one, and brush them up together, or just brush those up. Woof. And here is the final look.